Yeah, I'm a native Texan, many generations a native Texan. And I'm very proud of the fact that one of my great grandfathers, Marshall Henry Short, Major Marshall Henry Short, fought with Sam Houston at San Jacinto. And on the other side of the family, the Finlays came from Scotland 4 generations ago, and so they settled in McCullough County, North McCullough County. I got to grow up. I was born in Brady, Texas, and I got to grow up right in the middle of Texas. I'm just a rifle shot away from the geographical center of Texas. And I was always so thankful that my ancestors saw fit to move there so I could be born in the middle of Texas. And so I'm eternally grateful. I started writing songs, I guess, when I was plowing cotton, driving those mile-long rows, and there wasn't any radio on the tractor or anything, so I'd be making up songs and singing and everything, and I'd get to the end of the row, and I'd jump off the tractor and run over to the pickup and write down a line, and I'd jump back on the tractor and make another mile, and get back, and I'd have another line by then. And so all of my first songs were written driving that tractor out there in the cotton patch. And so that's how it all started, and it got me in the habit of it. When I was in high school, I had one other friend that played music. His name was Charles Marshall. There was an FFA talent show that we entered, and we won the district, and then we won the regional, and we got to go to state in Dallas, and so that was a very much a exciting time for us. I was a senior in high school, and I believe he was a junior, a two-piece band, and we were doing Johnny Cash and Elvis kind of songs, and really rocking it out. And when I got to college, I went first of all to San Angelo a couple of years, and we got a band going, and we practiced every day, all the time, and I played the upright bass in that band, and we had 2 guitar players and a drummer, and I played the bass. And so that went on for about 2 years and until it was over, and then I went to Southwest Texas, which is now Texas State, in San Marcos, and that's where I finished up and majored in got my major in English, got a master's degree, and I've been blessed to get to teach there some, and teach country music history in the history department. Well, I taught school for a while, and started missing music a lot, and so a little bit after that, there wasn't any music at all in San Marcos at the time, and so someone had to do something about that, and I guess it happened. I had to be the one. We started doing a songwriter night each week, and it's turned into what's known as my Songwriter Circle, and it's dedicated strictly to songs and songwriters. It's about coming and listening to each other and growing as a songwriter, and that's kind of been the nucleus of what we do with songwriters, helping people get better. Everyone gets to come and compare themselves, hear the other songwriters. It's not about, I always say, it's not about you, it's about listening to the other guy. You don't gain anything by doing your own song. You already know those. You listen to other people and learn how to grow as a songwriter. And so it's strictly a listening night. If someone wants to talk, we send them on somewhere where they can do that. Some people, they'll say something like, "Man, I wrote 3 songs today." I never try to write 3 songs in a day or in a week. I like to work on it and whittle on it and look for better ways to say it and better rhyme schemes and better meters. And I always try to look for ending. Sometimes I write the ending before I write the beginning because I want it to go somewhere. I want the language to be poetic. I want it to have probably at least 2 levels of understanding. I learned that you needed to include truth in any of your poetry or any of your songs that you write. You have to include truth, but it does not have to be the truth. And so I always tried to do that. You know, there's people that you hear on the radio that are famous, but they're not really poets. They're not good, you know. I want the Texas songwriters and the Texas poets and the Texas stars to be maybe just a little bit better than they are other places. We want to raise our level of intelligence maybe and quality. I get better at writing every year, you know, and I've been writing a long time. But I can see that I can look back at something I wrote 15 years ago and I think, wow, that's good. But I look at what I write now and I think, well, that's better, you know. And if it weren't that way, something would be wrong. I wouldn't be working hard enough. It's important that you take it seriously and you develop a good work ethic and you spend your life tending to business and tending to work. I guess I'm the luckiest guy in the world to get to be born right in the middle of Texas like I was and get to grow up here and become a part of the culture and let it become a part of me and get all involved in writing songs and poetry and playing and just being a part of it all. What I plan to do is stay right here. Keep on enjoying this fine Texas culture, writing more songs, and just keep on being a Texan.